Atomic Habits by James Clear. Focus on making tiny adjustments to your behavior, as small changes lead to lasting improvements. Strategically use the habit loop, cue, craving, response, and reward to build a new habit. Align your habits with the identity you want to build, and let your habits reinforce the person you aspire to be. Integrate a new habit into an existing routine. Existing cues and human behavior make it easier to establish and maintain new habits. Have patience, as the progress in habit formation is often not immediately visible. Design your environment to support habit formation. Breaking down habits into 2-minute tasks makes them more manageable. Habit formation is an ongoing process of continuous improvement. So, be willing to adjust your habits as circumstances change. Forming good habits, a breakdown of Atomic Habits' 4 laws. Clear's 4 laws of human behavior change stem from the concept of the habit loop. This loop comprises 4 stages: cue, craving, response, reward. Stage 1, cue. The cue acts as the trigger, initiating the good habit loop, and can be anything from a specific time to an emotional state. Stage 2, craving. Following the cue, there is a craving, a motivational force representing the desire for the reward associated with the habit. Stage 3, response. The response is the actual behavior or action performed in response to the cue and craving, constituting the habit itself. Stage 4, reward. Finally, the reward is the positive outcome or satisfaction resulting from completing the habit, reinforcing the loop, and increasing the likelihood of habit repetition. Based on these 4 steps, Clear created 4 laws that help you build a successful habit loop. In each law, he gives 3 to 4 tactics for habit building and 1 tactic to break it. Let's see how we can use both aspects to enhance productivity. Law number 1. Make it obvious. Are you aware of the habits you must build and break? If not, there's no way you can train your mind to act a certain way. You see, human minds act on cues and bad habits repeat. When you experience something repeatedly, your reaction to it becomes natural. There's a cue that gives your brain a signal to act a certain way, and your behavior or response becomes automatic. As Clear mentions, museum curators have been known to discern the difference between an authentic piece of art and an expertly produced counterfeit, even though they can't tell you precisely which details tipped them off. Why? Because they have been repeatedly identifying authentic art for years. The little gaps become so relevant that a single glance catches it. We might not think it's real, but invisible cues trigger their minds. To pick up on these cues and automate behaviors, you've got to become more aware. Here are some ways to do this. 1. Habit scorecards. A habit scorecard is like a checklist where you jot down your daily activities. Then, you figure out if each habit is positive, negative, or neutral in its impact. The goal of your habit scorecard is to gain awareness and identify patterns contributing to or hindering progress. Creating it is simple. All you need to do is list your regular daily activities at work or home. Categorize each activity as positive, negative, or neutral. Rate each habit based on its overall impact. Understand how your current behaviors affect productivity. Let's put this into action. Time activity rating. 9 a.m. review and set daily priorities for. 10 a.m. begin working on high priority tasks for. 12 p.m. lunch break 5. 1 p.m. check progress on tasks, adjust the plan 3. 2 p.m. attend team meeting 4. 3 p.m. continue working on tasks 5. 6 p.m. wrap up work for the day 3. 8 p.m. submit completed tasks by the deadline. Look at the lowest score, submit completed tasks by the deadline. Now, observe how the tasks related to your submissions also have a low score. If you want to change this and